Montella plans to go all out against Manchester United in the Capital One Cup quarter-final fixture at Old Trafford. He said, "We want to go out and absolutely dominate from the kickoff." I can actually see Arsenal putting up a big fight at Old Trafford in this game. They need it. They're not doing good in the Premier League, so going through to the semi-finals can be seen as like a sort of consolation to their season. Their recent form, not too bad. I mean, they've won 3 games in a row, but that wasn't even in the Premier League. It wasn't in the Champions League. It was that tournament that you play, the Club World Championship. You know, when you've won the Champions League, they've won those games. Cleverley's going to be out for 4 to 6 days with a thigh strain, so he'll miss this game, possibly the next Premier League game as well. Definitely bring in Patrick Herrmann. As I said in the last episode, I wanted to keep Rooney and him fully fresh and ready for this game. I might put Luke Shaw on the bench, actually, and we'll stick with Evra. You can actually see Arsenal's recent fixtures there at the bottom of the screen in that Club World Championships and how they... what the final score was. Raphael's still out with that injury. Torn calf. He's going to be out for 2 months until he returns back to full fitness. I think he's going to find it hard breaking into the first team again, or getting back to the way things were last season for him. Because I've been sticking with Jones and Chris Smalling as my 2 right backs. Plus, I'm not sure whether I should bring in a new right back. Just have to see how it goes. I'm going to bring Ryan Giggs into the team for the first time this season. Haven't started him at all because he's mainly been just a coach for this United side. Shall I play Kagawa? Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Ryan Giggs to replace Cleverley. Giggs can play as a central midfielder now, and we'll have Fellaini on the bench. And we'll switch Giggs to central midfielder. So we've got Herrmann, Rooney, Mata, Giggs, Carrick. I do want to include Januzaj, but I think that's a good, strong team to actually take on Arsenal and put us through to the semi-finals against Brighton, because the draw's already been made. You know, Jan Vertonghen as well. I'm actually happy with that team. Let's do it. Screw, let's do it. So let's see Arsenal's starting 11. You've already seen mine. Van Persie at front, former Arsenal player. You've got Rooney, Herrmann, Mata, Ryan Giggs, who returns to the team for the first time this season. It's good to see him on the team sheet once again. And on the bench. But look at Arsenal's starting 11. They're going with 3 at the back, 5 in midfield, and 2 up front. They've got Thomas Vermaelen, Sagna. They've got Ozil and Vela on the flanks. Giroud and Akpom up front. Maybe it's the formation which has caused Arsenal to pick up so many losses throughout this season. Maybe it just needs tweaking with who plays where and whatnot. Because I know whenever I've played Football Manager in the past and I've changed things around, just trying something new, it's been disruptive. And then you find yourself losing games that really you shouldn't be. Because as I mentioned in the last episode, Arsenal, they have a team capable of winning a competition. I mean, for goodness sake, they won the Champions League last season. I know it was under Wenger, but it just goes to show, doesn't it, the differences between new managers and what they can bring. And how they can actually tear apart a team. Happened in real life with Man United, with David Moyes, you know. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the outcome of this game is. And Vela here is definitely a player that we need to watch out for down the left side, swinging in a dangerous looking ball. It was dangerous as well. I think De Gea got a hand to it, just knocking it clear. Szczesny here, taking the goal kick for Arsenal. It's absolutely chucking it down. I think it said it was Hale for this game. That's intercepted there by Mata. Nice header. Ryan Giggs. Van Persie. Szczesny coming out to meet him and gets to the ball just in time before former Arsenal player could put it into the back of the net. Ryan Giggs again. Nice. Robin Van Persie. Oh, what a save. I thought that was going to drop into the net then. I thought that was going to go in. We got a corner. Van Persie takes. We're just all over Arsenal now at the moment. They did have a quick flurry of attacking movement made by Carlos Vela. But since then, I know we're only 3-4 minutes into the game. Since then, we've just been all over them. Oh! Szczesny straight into the hands of him. A cross by Herrmann, causing trouble down that left side. Throughout the season, I've played him on the right. We'll make the changes there as well. He seems to suit that position just nicely, Herrmann down the right. But because I've got Mata on as well as Rooney, I'm having to play... I suppose I could put Mata on the left as well, but I want to keep Mata down the right. Here we go, we got another corner. Something's brewing. It's just gone over again. No, we've still got the attack going. I thought it went out for a goal kick. It's 1-0 to Manchester United. Get in, Patrick Herrmann. 11th goal of the season. He just cannot stop scoring. He just cannot stop putting in amazing performances for this team, Manchester United. This is his club. And what a volley. Straight down the centre of the goal. And Arsenal on the back foot going in at half-time. It's not the start they wanted. Certainly not the start for Montella. You can just imagine him walking off the pitch with his head in his hands almost. An okay team tour. I'll just sort out the defenders as well. Keep them motivated because they haven't had much to do in the first half. They've pretty much sat at the back with sambucas in their hands with straws and those tiny little umbrellas. Let's just hope for more of the same in the second half. Just 45 minutes to go until we are through to the semi-finals against Brighton, who are already through. Here we go, we've got a throw. Jones to take to Van Persie. Jones, Mata. Loads of room for Mata. Van Persie makes it too. Robin Van Persie once again against his former side. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is his 22nd goal of the season. See the replay of that. Look at the space Mata was given. They failed to close him down. And that has now caused Arsenal to go 2 behind at Old Trafford. They've got a mountain to climb. I don't see them getting themselves back into this game now. With just an hour gone. We're walking away with this. And I'm going to make a sub as well when my game decides to load. I'm going to take off Ryan Giggs. He's done fantastic. An average rating of 7.2. Or shall I leave Giggs on actually and take Carrick off? You know what? I'll take Giggs off because he's looking tired. And I don't want to... I don't want him exhausted. And I'll bring on Fellaini. I'll bring on Januzaj for Mata. Mata's done okay. His average rating's not the best. But I'll rest Mata for our next Premier League game because I can see us just walking away with this against Arsenal. And as I mentioned in my last episode, this game could potentially be the decider of Montella's future as Arsenal manager. I'm sure the Arsenal fans are really losing patience with this manager. We're about to go into the new year. They're still in the bottom half of the table and they're about to go out of the Capital One Cup. I know it's no biggie, it's not the biggest competition to be in, but it could still be a consolation towards their season if they could go all the way, but they're about to get knocked out. They're still in the Champions League mind, but they do have to play Real Madrid in the knockout stages, and I don't see them winning that game, to be fair. I mean, Real Madrid, they're just more superior over this Arsenal team, who are in such bad form. Here we go. Oh, that was a poor pass by Herrmann. And they're still in the FA Cup as well, Arsenal, but I don't think they'll go all the way. I just don't think that they've... As I said, you know, they've got a team capable of doing it, but under the management of Montella, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen for Arsenal this season. Ooh, Van Persie's picked up a knock. He's down to 48% conditioning. Not looking good, but we've only got a couple of seconds to go. No point making a sub now. Plus I've got the instructions set to... Oh, come on, ref. Where's the free kick there? I've got the instructions set to waste time anyway, so he should be okay if he just walks around the pitch. He's doing that at the moment. He's okay. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. Just blow it early. It's all over for Arsenal. They're out of the Capital One Cup. Just blast them field. Lovely. There we go, it's all over at Old Trafford. Manchester United beat Arsenal 2-0 to advance through to the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup. And it could all be over for Montella as Arsenal manager. There we go, 56% we saw of the ball in this game. Not bad, and 24 shots. So there's the final result. Herrmann and Van Persie getting on the score sheet. Is there any news on Montella getting sacked? No. United get Brighton. Quality of possession, yeah. Still no news. Let's have a look at the headlines. Montella's still manager. Happy New Year, everyone. January the 1st can only mean one thing in the footballing world. The transfer window is now wide open. I'm just going to go back to Van Persie here and praise him after that last game against his former side, Arsenal. I know it's not going to do too much to his morale, but it's always good to keep that harmony going. He really appreciates your comments. Fantastic. And let's just have a look at Van Persie's stats, actually. So overall, if you look at that, average rating of 7.68, fantastic. He started 17 games in the league and has scored 16 goals. And in total, out of everything, he's played 23 games and scored 22 goals. absolutely amazing. It really is, because I've read so many times... Oh, Fletcher signed a new deal. That's good to see. I've read so many times people on the Football Manager forum saying, oh, I can't get Van Persie scoring. He just seems to flop at a certain time in the season. But here we are, the last 2 seasons, he just cannot stop scoring. So here's the month of January. We've got fixtures against the likes of Chelsea, Sunderland, Crystal Palace. We've also announced a new main kit sponsorship deal worth $7 million per annum. Not bad. Gigs reports on Luke progress. Messi has been named as the World Golden Ball winner. And look at those stats. Obviously, we can't have a look at all of his stats with how many goals he scored. Fabregas is claimed the World Player of the Year. 2 Man United players have been named in the World Team of the Year, and that's Wayne Rooney and Juan Mata. That's good to see. Look at that little section there of Barcelona players, section of Real Madrid players as well. Oh, and Kagawa has claimed the Footballer of the Year. That's the Asian Footballer of the Year award. That's good for him. I'm happy. Youngster Varane has been named as European Golden Boy, Man City centre-half. Forest's Pilkington Scoops Player of the Month. Varane, December Young Player of the Month. No United Goals of the Month either. And Mark Hughes has got the Manager of the Month award. Okay, it's time for the FA Cup 4th round draw. We do actually have to play Sunderland in the FA Cup, but it looks like we're going to get the draw first, which is kind of interesting. I always thought it was after. But anyway, here we go. So Hull will play against Crystal Palace or Ipswich. Carlisle or Tranmere will play Derby. Stevenage or Leyton Orient will play against Chelsea. Easy fixture for them. Bournemouth will play Man City. Tottenham will play Barnsley. West Brom or Stoke will play Reading. Everton will play Birmingham. Aston Villa to play Cardiff or Fulham. Notts County will play Sunderland or Manchester United. Interesting fixture there. Newcastle will play Watford or Nottingham Forest. Crawley will play Blackburn. Arsenal will play Blackpool or Bolton. Bradford will play Burnley or Leeds. Southampton will play Wigan or Scunthorpe. Norwich will play Swansea. And West Ham will play Huddersfield. And that is the 4th round draw of the FA Cup. But now we move on to our FA Cup fixture against Sunderland. If we win this, we're through to the next round to play against Notts County. Now, Sunderland's recent form hasn't been the best. They've lost their last 2 games. Wes Brown is out with a pulled hamstring, and our last 3 meetings with Sunderland, United have won. So these are the team sheets for the FA Cup fixture against Sunderland. They're going with Graham up front, Johnson, they've got Giacorini, Kallstrom as well, who I think came from Arsenal. I think he was on loan at Arsenal, someone like that. They've got Sebastian Larsson as well as a right back. And here's my starting 11. Got Rooney, Kagawa, Mata, Valencia, Powell, Carvalho. Kind of an unexperienced midfield there with Powell and Carvalho. Got Luke Shaw, Evans, Vertonghen, Smalling, De Gea. And there is the bench as well. Let's get going for this FA Cup fixture. We have been considered favourites, of course. We're on such a fantastic run at the moment. On brilliant form. Nothing can stand in our way. We do have a big fixture coming up very soon against Chelsea in the Premier League, and they've managed to notch up something like 4 or 5 games in a row won. So they're gathering important momentum towards their title hopes. It's going to be a tough fixture, let's just put it that way. And it could potentially be a decider of how our season, this second half of the season, is going to pan out for Manchester United. Whether we will be able to hold on to our lead at the top of the table, or if we'll start to slip. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because this has been the best season I've ever had on a Football Manager game. It has to be. I haven't lost a game this season. Not one game. I've drawn a couple, but I haven't lost one yet. Touch wood. I don't want to jinx anything. Here we go, Larsson with a corner kick. Oh crap! Oh shit! We're gonna lose now, aren't we? Now that I've said that. Sunderland's 1-0 up against United, 34th minute in from that set piece. It was Larsson that took it. What actually happened here? I know Shaw was mixed in there somewhere. De Gea with the save. Oh, Shaw, what are you doing? Just standing there, letting it go in. It's a simple tap-in for Sunderland. So we're on the back foot. Can we get an equaliser before half-time? Kagawa, Nick Powell, William Carvalho, Valencia. Oh, Smalling. Yes! Oh, wow! Fantastic play. That's brilliant. You see the movement, the positioning of all the players. Let's see the replay of that. Come on. Powell to Carvalho. Valencia up to Rooney. Simple. Nice little touch of the ball there from Rooney to Smalling. Onside. Keeper unable to stop that from going into the top corner there and going into his net. Great. We've got that equaliser that I was hoping for before half-time. But Sunderland, they're pressing out. I don't know what it is, but we always find it difficult against Sunderland. Oh, no, Graham onside. Well done, De Gea. Making himself big there. Just coming out and just deflecting that ball away. But they've got another set piece. De Gea again. Wow. Some great saves going on in that box for United. But we shouldn't be allowing that to happen, really. Nice, Ochoa there making the mistake. Come on, Shaw, good sliding tackle. Mata, Rooney, Powell, Mata, Carvalho, Valencia. Just stringing the passes together. Intercepted there by Luke Shaw, showing too much of the ball by Sunderland. Kagawa. Carvalho, who's done fantastic so far. Smalling, Rooney! Should be doing better there. Really should be doing better there, but I think he was put under a bit too much pressure from the centre-half and also the goalkeeper coming out to meet him. There's Nick Powell again, getting stuck in the thick of it for Manchester United, and I'm really liking the fact that he is breaking out in this team. I'm liking it. I do kind of feel bad because I don't know what it was. I think I just totally forgot about Nick Powell at the start of this season. I wasn't playing him. I just forgot about it. I was too focused on trying to get a good run going at the start of the season and picking up results because I want to retain our Premier League trophy. But now that he's in the side, oh, here we go, Smalling, Valencia, come on, back in. Oh, why are you having a shot from that angle, you fool? Dear, oh dear. But going back to Nick Powell anyway, in a way, I think it's kind of worked out for him. At least I didn't drop him in at the deep end at the start of this season, playing him here and there. And United, at the moment in the season as it stands, we're in a decent position where I can afford to be playing someone like Nick Powell that isn't as experienced, but it's good for his career as well. He's going to be getting that experience with every game that he plays and getting those minutes under his belt. And let's not forget, he's got experienced members in the team as well as our coaches. Let's not forget Paul Scholes in there as well, who he can be learning from. So that's fantastic. I'm going to take off Valencia there and bring on Welbeck onto the left wing. Push Herman over to the right. Luke Shaw's on a yellow card. Still 1-1 at the hour mark. Come on, we need to win this game. Thinking about changing it to overload. Something might happen here though. Chris Smalling. William Carvalho just have a shot. Oh, it's a penalty. Adam Johnson concedes a penalty for Sunderland. The manager will not be happy about that. Was it enough for a penalty? Sure, there'll be arguments in the paper, but Rooney steps up to take and he makes it 2-1 to Manchester United. That's his 14th goal of the season. Competed with Van Persie, remember? Look at that. We're not going to bother watching the penalty. There's no need. It's just a simple penalty into the bottom right-hand corner. Can we hold on to this lead? Will Sunderland try and bounce back now? We've turned this game around. I'm going to change it to very fluid, contain. When I get the chance, waste time. Let's just basically waste time and run down the clock. Rooney, we've got a free kick. Oh, straight into the hands of Ochoa, looking for Vertonghen there on the far post. And will that be it? Will Sunderland have one last flurry of action? No, Evans intercepts. Short to Welbeck. Here we go, Nick Powell. Down to Mata. Oh, what a save by Ochoa. Could have been 3. It could have been all over. That would have confirmed us winners. But Sunderland, they still have enough time to potentially get an equaliser. I don't want that to happen. Good defending. Just knock it out. There we go. 3 minutes of added time. That's all that's remaining. Smalling with a throw-in. Where's that going? Seriously, bro. There we go. It's all over at the Stadium of Light. Manchester United win again. 2-1 the final score, and I'm going to say it was a bit of a let-off. We weren't good enough and have to step things up. Oh, look at that for a team talk. Fantastic. Players looking fired up. I mean, look at Sunderland. They controlled the game just about. 51% of the ball for them. Anyway, guys, I will be leaving it there. I do hope that you've all enjoyed this episode. That's a good feeling. We are through to the next round, the 4th round, and we will be playing against Notts County. You guys will be able to see that fixture very soon. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you've all enjoyed. I'll see you all very soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.